Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So today quickly let's start off with the client script. Yes.
Okay.
Do we have Vanshika joining in?
Not having any information so far. We'll get into it.
Is it so? Okay. Okay. Now, okay, let's start and we'll see how it goes. Now, I have a requirement where the client says that, as in when the requester raises a request, please go ahead and auto-populate their name. It's not necessary that whoever is raising the request should go ahead and, select their names. Like, while raising the request in the backend. What I'm saying is here, when you click on new request, right? If you see, you are forced to choose a new, you are forced to choose the requester. Instead, what I need is we should auto populate the logged in user's name.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, what do you think is happening? So is this client side validation or the server side validation?
Client side.
It's client side validation because we are not doing anything on the server. Basically,
Yes.
for this we will write a client script. So basically, any form validations that we do, no matter what, auto populating the requester name or auto populating the short description, any form validation, any validation that is happening at the form level is managed by client scripts. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me just quickly configure. We'll go to the client script. I clicked on configure, and on the from table level I can see that these are the client scripts running at this table level. Or if you want to go to client scripts, you can type as clients and space scripts. You would find client scripts under system definition. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's start with a new client script. So the requirement was, as and when the form loads, the requested name should be auto-populated while raising the request, right? So in our case, what is happening is I want to raise a request as and when the form loads. Uh, in my case, so I'm opening a new request, right? I'm opening a new record. There, this is form is loading, right? I mean, the first time the form gets opened, right?
Yes.
So as and when that happens, I want to be populating the requested name. Okay. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to the client script. Let's say auto populate the requested details. So for client scripts, you should give the name of the client scripts to identify it, like how we give name to the UI policies. Okay.
Okay.
Table is asset management admin, right?
Okay.
I choose the table on which the client script should run.
Okay.
And now UI type, when I say UI type, remember I told there are 3 user interfaces, like one that we have in the backend, one we have in the portal, and one we will have as mobile UI,
Okay.
where we can access these records, right?
Backend means we can create from table list view, right? Backend.
Yes, this is the backend, I would say. This is the
Yeah.
backend.
Yeah.
This form that you see is backend. It's not, this view is not there in the portal side. So this is backend.
Yeah.
And on uh, mobile and on portal. Now, when I say UI type means, you see mobile, service portal, or all. So desktop is backend. Okay.
Okay.
Mobile means I told you mobile agent, and service portal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want this. So we have 2 UI types, three UI types. So I want this client script to be running on all UI types.
Okay.
Okay. So even when you open this record, like we have enabled our mobile agent, and even when you open this record, when you open a new record, automatically your name in the requested detail, automatically your name would be populated. Now, if you
Okay.
had impersonated with somebody else, their name will be impersonated.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it is. It is very much understandable, right? Like, I
Yes.
come and I raise the request because this is in the backend as of now. Okay, that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
UI type. And type, I said there are 4 types. That is on cell edit, on change, on load, on submit. Now, on load, I am writing a script on load because what I am saying is that, see, I want to be able to come here the moment the form loads. When I click on new, the moment the form loads, I want that script to run. Okay, that is
Yes.
on load. Now, when you say on change, I'll take you through every script here, but I'm just giving you a hint. Now, when I say on change, what will happen? On change of some field. Now, I have something called as probably let me say I have something called as requested, and I want to be populating his request is manager's detail. Okay.
Okay.
So what will happen is on change, I have a requested, and on load that's happening. Okay.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln's manager details are populated. Let's suppose we have that here. I haven't created the field yet, but I'm just giving you a hint. Now
Okay.
we don't have anything. Now, in case if I change to Ellen, okay,
Okay.
then as the requester, then do we need to see Abraham's manager or Ellen's manager?
Aliens manager itself.
Yeah. So that is on change. So that is at the field level. Now, if any changes happen to one of the field, what is the desired validation that you need? So that is on change. Okay. Now keep
Okay.
in mind, on change will run only on the field levels, not the entire form. Okay.
Okay.
Any field level. Now I had one requirement where I have to populate the manager details. So I will write on change on one field. Okay. Now, supposingly, based on the assignment group sorry, I'll create few fields for category and subcategory. Then probably we'll understand. That's on change. Okay. Now,
Okay.
on cell edit means now in the list view, right? In the list view of this asset record, in the list view of this asset record, I don't, so on cell edit means this is the list view, right? Now
Yes. Yes.
each column that you see are fields, right? So
Yes. Yes.
this is like different records, like 1, 0, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 12. Different records, and this is priorities according to their, as per in specific to each records. Now, when I say like on cell edit means this in the list view, one records one field value. This is the cell. Okay,
Okay.
I'm saying like, and if I would say in this one, this would be another cell. This would be another small cell, and this would be another cell. Okay, in the list view, I'm saying the value of a single record's value in the list view is called as cell. Okay,
Okay.
this is a cell, this is a cell, and this is a cell. So this is on cell edit. Now I don't want somebody to come into the list view of this, and I don't want them to modify any value here. Now if I see 1022, right, this test
Yeah.
has some value, right? Now let me change the short description to something as this. See, I'm able to edit it. Is this the desired probably is this the desired thing that they should be able to do,
No.
right?
They only need
So
to read access for this.
yes, so they shouldn't be changing. So that is on cell edit. In the list view, they shouldn't change value of any fields to this thing. I mean, like any fields to their in the record. So that is on cell edit. Another thing is on submit. Now, when I submit any record here, okay, when I am submitting any record, that is when I click on save. So what should happen is that if there are now, let's suppose description is not mandatory, right? So
Okay.
here directly I can whatever the mandate fields are here, I can directly add their values and I can submit. Now in
Yes.
on submit script, I say though description is not mandatory here, and in on submit, I say description should be mandatory. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then what will happen when I save the form? Only then I will get an alert or error or something like please add the description details.
Okay.
As well, that will run when I'm submitting the form. Okay.
Okay.
Now, our requirement was to create a new. What was the requirement? To create a new script that will auto-populate the requested details when the form loads, right?
Yes.
Now I have logged in as Pounding. So the moment I raise any new request here, I should get my name as Pounding in the requested details. Now let's see how we do that. Okay.
Okay.
Now I will say type UI type is this, and the see again the moment see as and when we are doing the scripting only, you will get like lots of ideas. Okay, I mean, like you don't have to you try practicing for onload. I will give you few other examples. You try practicing, you see how
Okay.
the form behaves when you write a script onload. A description is something you could give, probably you could say like to auto populate. This is all not always necessary, but just for your understanding, I'll to auto populate the requested details. I'll add this up. Okay. Now, one thing. See, there are two types of APIs. Clients in client side. APIs means how you make the call to web server and how the details. I mean, like, see, API means it's like I must. Are you aware of any APIs, Nitin?
Like heard about, but not having in-depth knowledge about that.
Okay. API means like how I make a call to the server. Now, if I want to say, Nitin, can you make me as the presenter?
Okay.
Okay, let's consider that's one form of the API.
Okay.
Without me telling you what the request is about, right? Without me telling you you are at the server side, imagine, and I'm at the client side.
Okay.
Without me telling you what is the request that I need, I said I have a request. Okay, but I should tell what is the request about, right? Without
Yes.
that, how will you process the request,
Yeah.
right? How will the so if we know client has a request to the server, okay, but client has to make some call. It has to specify what it needs, right? So that the server could process the data and send it back.
Yeah.
So that is API. Okay, like how we make call to the server in this from client side.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so there are two types of API. One is two APIs at client side. One is glide form. Yesterday I told you, right? G form.
Yeah.
Another is glide user.
Okay.
Okay. Now, glide form means we could get any details. We could get the details of fields or forms using this API. Okay. Now I say like if I say glide, if I say G form, when I use G form, I could get details of every field in this table. Okay. Right from number to requested to active, contact type, short description, up to here, and every detail I can get using the G form. Now, if I want to see what is the value of this number in the in uh, uh, in this particular record, or if I want to see access the value of some requested in this particular record, I could do that using G form. Okay.
Okay.
Another one is glide user. Glide user means to be able to see the to be able to access details pertaining to the logged in user only. Only. When I'm using glide user, right?
Okay.
So we will be able to fetch the information about the logged in user only. Why? Because we are using glide user at the client side, right? So
Yes,
what will
yes,
happen in the browser level, whoever is the logged in user is this guy. Now, if I had any details about you in my instance, and if I had to access it, and if I am doing a g underscore user, it will not come because Midun is not the logged in user.
yes, yes.
Okay, so this will be fetching, this API will always help us fetch the user details of the, sorry, the current user details only, current logged in user details only. Okay,
Okay.
there are other ways. Now, if I had to access your details, right, something about you,
Okay.
I should have done that through the server side. Because why? I will say from client side, I'm being from client side, I will say I'll teach you that. We'll come to the server-side scripting, but I'm just giving you a hint. I will say go fetch Midun's record or Midun record details, or go fetch Midun's email addresses, right? So what
Yeah.
I say, I sent a request. I sent a request containing parameter as your name. So what will happen? It will go from client to server. The the moment the server fetches this request, it will find your detail in the in the user table, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So with the parameter that I gave, it will see, okay, is Midun is there in this specific instance. Okay, if Midun is there, then I'm going to fetch his email address. And then this email address will be sent to me as the response, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
this is the server side. So far it's understandable?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so what was our requirement? We had to populate the requested detail, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, one thing that I want to say is, see, okay. Uh, now, can see, I should store my details somewhere, right? Like, if I'm making any request, let's say, I should store those details. Now, if I'm saying, probably, how do I say this? Like, I have some value, okay? I have some value. Let's suppose I have a value about this user only. Where
Okay.
am I going to store it? In the script. In the script, I have in requester, okay? We will make a client call and so and so. We will fetch the logged in user detail, correct? We are going to fetch. But where are we going to store the detail? In the script.
So after searching
We should
or
no before searching only. Now I have a
yeah, yeah.
I'm doing a form validation. Before
Yes, yes.
searching only, somehow got the I'm somehow getting the this person's I'm getting my name, okay, logged in users detail. But
Okay.
I should be saving that, right? Because I want to populate that logged
Yes.
in user detail in here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So how am I going to do that?
So we will use scripting only, right? We will say that
Yeah,
user details
yeah, exactly. We will do scripting, but we need in order to store these
variable
detail also.
variable.
Exactly, variable. So variable is nothing but a what? Container, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Variable is nothing but a container to store the value.
Yes, yes.
So we have fetched the value. So we have to store it and we have to use it as and when we require it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so variable is a container to store the value, right? Now,
And again, the data types will also be there, right, for the variables.
yeah. Data types will for the variables, yes. Like if you would say string is one data type, integer is a data type,
Boolean.
boolean is a data type, array is a data type. Okay.
Okay.
Like what are all the different values that could be stored within this variable, right? In a
Yes.
variable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So okay. So this is a data type. Now I want to use glide user, right? I
Yeah.
cannot directly go ahead and use glide user as the API. Okay.
Okay.
I have a method to call it. I call it by using small letter G underscore user.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the format. This is the API's format to call. Okay. And
Okay.
when I say glide form, I have a way to call it. I cannot directly call it as glide form. I should call it as G underscore form.
Okay.
Okay. Now, my first step is to store the detail of the logged in user, right? Now let's
Yes.
say
Yes.
we will create a variable. So variable, we have written some keyword as variable. This is how you create a new variable. Okay, you initiate a new variable. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have to give the variable a name, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I will say requested details. Okay. Now for one of the best practices while creating a variable is you have to give their names. I can either say requested, okay, or I could have also created something as requested name.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so one of the best practices is to give the second letter of the variable in uppercase.
Okay.
Okay. Now what it
No.
so it is legible for us to read, right? That it is requested name. Had I given it as like this, it is little confusing, right?
Yeah.
So this is camel case of this is the best practice. I mean, like, this could be an interview question, like how do you name a variable? You would say camel case,
Okay.
using camel case. Camel case means if there are 10 words, let's say, first word will start with small and the second word will start with capital letter followed by the small cases, and third letter again will third word, I mean the third words first letter would start with capital and then the small cases. Okay, so this
Okay.
is camel case. Now you can say new small third. This is legible to read, right?
Yes. Yes. So,
Okay, so
uh,
yeah,
so
yes,
if
Madhu.
you're having requested name details, so REQ will be small and N will be capital and again D will be caps lock.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
it would be like this. Okay, so it is legible to read. So this is called as camel case. Okay,
Okay.
this is how we need to name the variables in the entire system. But
Okay.
it will also work this way, but it is not the good practice to follow. Okay,
Yes.
or I could just have it named as requested also. Then in this case, it was no harm. Okay. Now let me say I want to populate the requested name. I'm creating a variable with camel case. Now I should use the user details, right?
Yes.
So which is the API that I have to call out of these two?
G underscore user.
Yes. Why? Because this will fetch me what?
Logged in user details.
Yeah, user details only, right?
Yes.
It will fetch me user details. Okay. Let's go ahead and initiate this. So G underscore user. Okay, I know I have initiated called the API. But what is that I have to send check? See, there are methods in G underscore user. Okay, that is
Full name.
first name, get client data, get full name, has role exactly, roles, last name, user ID, username. Okay, now let's go to my user record. I'll show you what's happening. Okay, this is my user added. Now I want to fetch the name and user ID here. Okay, or if you want to have some email addresses also, we can have. But I want to see how my user ID is coming. Okay, now I'd say come here G underscore user dot full name, get full name. So it will
Okay.
fetch what? It will
Uh,
fetch the full name. That's first name and last name.
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm fetching that. Okay. And I am storing it. See, as soon as you call a API and its method, you have to end it with semicolon.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Now I have this variable will contain the logged in user detail.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
if I impersonate as to
Yeah.
somebody else, then again still that variable will contain that particular person's detail,
That's it. Yes.
right? Okay. Now, what should I do? So as in my case, what should I do? In the form I have to set it, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
G.
what we will do? G form, correct?
Yeah. And
G
Pawnee,
form.
mention
Yes.
the full data type here. Is it not
Sorry,
necessary?
what?
Or, like we didn't mention the variable
No,
type, data
it's
type.
not. It's not necessary to mention the
Okay.
variable data type because see here I initiated the API and I'm getting the full name. So which means that it will fetch me the name of this person and these are all in string details in format only. See,
Okay. Okay. So get full name is a method, right here.
yes, get full name is a method. See,
Okay.
type is so it will know that it has to fetch me the details in the type as string and it will set the details in our form. See, type
Okay.
is string. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if we had created an array, it would have been a different case.
Okay.
Okay. And if you had now let's suppose you want to create a variable name with different. I'm not using it here in the form, but let me just say how we create a variable name. I want to create some string. Let's say variable test. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what if I say like this
We are predefining the. Uh,
variable,
yes. Yes.
but the variable has nothing at all. It's
Yes.
empty,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now to this variable again, I say to this test variable again, I say that it should have string. Okay.
Okay.
Or I could have created another variable called as this. It has value or it has integers.
Okay.
Okay. So I will create the variables as per that type. So in this case, it knows that it has to fetch the details in the string format, right? Now, in my g underscore form, I have a method, right? I have different methods like right from add decoration, add error message, info message, add option, clear messages, add option, clear messages, clear options, and all of these. There are different methods in g underscore form method. Okay. Now, to give you a few details, like I'll just say, like the add error message means under the field we could add the error message. Okay.
Okay.
And when I say the moment you put g underscore form dot, it will give you all the methods. Okay.
Okay.
Clear value means we have something in assignment group. Okay. See,
Okay.
as and when you use these methods, you will have a clear understanding. Now I will change this to somebody. Okay. And for now, let's say we haven't written any script. Let's save this. Clear value means, I'll show you. See, I'm removing this assignment group to something else. Let me put capacity management. Okay.
Okay.
Now I change the group, but the assigned to is not getting removed.
Yes.
Right? As and when the assignment group changes, even the assigned to should be cleared, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is clear
On.
value. Sorry?
So here we need to make on change API to be called like assignment group.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes. On change API we have to call. But I'm just giving you I mean like what those method does. I'm just trying to explain you with the examples. But
Yeah.
yeah, you guessed it right. So likewise, you have get value. Get value means if I'd say g underscore form dot get value of this specific assignment group means it would have given me the sys ID of this group.
So it will fetch from the back table view, right? So assignment group
Yeah,
value.
yeah, yeah. It will fetch from the form.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I said it will fetch from the form, like in every form, not only in this form. Okay. Now, for 1029 record, it will give me the detail as capacity management. For some other record in the same table, it would have, if there was different assignment group, it would have given me those values. Get value means what is the value? I put this method and I'll put the field name of this one and I will say get the value of this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that is, it will get me the value. If I had to say the get value, if I have to set the value of something, then what will be the method that I would call? There is something called as set value also. Do you see this?
Okay. Yeah.
Set value. Now in set value, if I had to say, like, see, I'll create one random thing so that we understand better. Like I'll say set value. Okay. If you
Okay.
see, at the moment you enter g underscore form dot set value, see, I told you it's in camel case. That is, the first letter will be small and this thing. Now, the moment you hit set value, see what it does is, or if you want to see how, if you're not sure, how do I use the set value method, right? So let's open this. See, come here, use the arrow key and come to set value. Okay. Here it says, see, sets the value and displays the value of a field. Will display value if there is no display value. Okay. It is setting the value of some particular field. Now we will say set value of, this is happening in onload. I'm saying set value of what? I want to set the value of description. Let's consider.
Okay.
So in order to, so I said you right. See, we want the field label and field name as unique. So in scripting, we will call the field name only, right? Even the label is it's with capital D, if you remember, but the backend name of the field is this, right? So I access this. Okay. I access this and I will say description. I am passing the parameter. So we always give the field name in double quotes.
Okay.
Okay. You can either give it in single double quotes or you could either give it in double quotes. Okay.
Okay.
You might be seeing in system, oh, they've used double quotes and I've used single quotes. Why is it so? You can give it either ways. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm giving it in single quotes and I'm pasting the label of this, the field name of this description field. Okay. I want to set some value to this. Now, what is the value that I will set? Because this is string, let me put a string value, right?
Yeah.
If it was a reference field, I should have put some group
value.
as the, reference field means I should have put some group, right? To what it is referring to. Here it will be referring to group. Assignment group would refer to group. Here it would be referring to user record. Yeah. So I want to put some details like let's say this is a test.
Okay.
And one more thing I said, that if I'm putting a string value, that should also be in double quotes, because only then it will consider this as a string. Otherwise, it will consider this as some other value and it will not set it. Okay. Now now I don't want this thing to I don't want this anything here, right? So let's comment this out. Okay. One thing is, comment out means if I see, I will have double quotes, / double quotes, because I don't want that script to execute when the form loads. Right? See, this is like toggle comment means if I have to put like this. Now, see, another best practice is that today I am working on the script and tomorrow we have Vanshika coming in, right?
Yeah.
The moment she sees what is this G form set value description or something, what is this? What are they trying to do? Okay. This is a simple script. So it is understandable. Imagine if it was a complex script, right? So you should always try to comment the script. Put in double quotes, double forward slashes, say to display the logged in requester
Description of the
logged in user. In description, it will be an entire, I mean, it is about entire script detail.
Yeah.
Okay. Here,
Yeah.
the specific value what it does or the specific function what it does, it is better to put.
Okay.
So always try to comment your code. Comment your code means add description to your code. Okay. So
Okay.
I mean, going forward, even somebody coming into the system, they will understand better as to what you have tried to do, because there are, there are scenarios where they would have written complex conditions. Even at times, even I don't understand few scripts until and unless I don't get to see what they have written here. If they haven't written here, then I have to go line by line to see what it really does, right?
Yeah.
So that is one way of that is one. This is also one of the best practices to follow. Okay. Now
Okay.
let's do this. Now let's save and let's open up a new record. See, I'm
Yeah.
opening a new record, form loaded, and it gave me the value.
Default,
No, it didn't give a default value. It is giving me the value from here.
which we set in the
Client
script, right?
script.
Yeah.
Yeah, client script. See, once again, let me just open up a new record. There is no default value here because default value means it will be coming from the field level, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But I'm doing this through the script. If you want to see that it is not a default value, let me just comment this, or probably I will just write, okay, let me just comment this. I don't want anything to run. See?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so my initial requirement was that I have to fetch the logged in user detail and I have to put it on the requested detail, right? Now,
Yeah.
can you help me how we do that to put into the requested details?
G_form.
Yes, g_form dot,
That
which method do I use?
set record set value.
Set value, right?
Yeah.
Set
Yeah.
value. I'm not fetching any value here. I'm just trying to set the value. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do set value here. And then what I do, double quotes, what I do, we have
User.
to fetch the requested details back and name, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How we do that?
So
You
you.
right click and show and fetch this detail. Okay, this is the backend name. This is the unique name.
Yeah.
Okay, of this field in the entire table. So I copy this, then I paste it here. Right? Now I've done. Now
I need to
I
reference the
already have, yeah, need to
reference the. It is a reference field, right? So we need to refer
uh, see, I have the value. I'm setting the value. I already have the logged in user detail here, right?
variable name.
Yeah, exactly. I will give the variable name, but this time do I put double quotes?
No. No.
Why?
So it is not a string, right? It is a name
Yes,
of.
it is. Yeah, it is a variable and it has some value in it.
Yeah.
So it is not a string. So we give it like this, and then
Double colon, semicolon.
semicolon, semicolon. I end it with semicolon. Let's save this. See,
Yeah.
it is giving. Now let me impersonate with someone who has access to this group. Sorry, let me just impersonate. And what is the group that we created? We created asset management group, right? Asset management team.
Yeah.
This group has role as this view asset management admin role. So what are the group members? Let me, do we have this user? Ashley?
Yeah.
No, in your system we impersonated, right? That's why I'm seeing if we have it here also. Yeah, we have this user. So let us impersonate as Ashley. and I'm creating an asset management admins, and I click on name. See, it gives her name.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Yes. Yes.
why is that? Everything is read-only fields here. Nothing is editable. This is done by ACL. Probably we have. I have to take you through ACL. I will take you through after we finish the client scripts. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we have given them this user as admin role, and they have read access to this table. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But everything is non-editable. So we should also give them the write access,
Yeah. Yeah. But
right?
according to the while creating the table, we had enabled all the fields, all the
But like, yeah,
modification right.
but let's just see that. Yeah, we will
Yeah.
see that. Now, probably in last 10 minutes, I'll just try to debug as to why but this is purely ACL only. Okay.
Yeah.
But I have to take you through ACL, which I have in mind. That is another topic. I'll take
Okay.
you through. So this is one of the best examples to hold on to, and then I will take you through. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And let me just impersonate. I mean, end impersonation.
Yeah.
So this is about the client script we have. Where is our client script? Okay. So this is how we do, right? Now, okay. Can we do another client script today? Because I
Yeah.
just want to see how much we have followed. Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
just do a small client script. Uh, just a second. Okay. We'll do a small client script. That is. So how do I access the client script?
So in the system home page, we can type in the left navigation pane clients.
Yes,
So
and
and
yeah,
another option
I could do
uh,
it. Yeah,
by right clicking on the
another
form.
option. Yeah, right clicking on the form. Okay, will do. By right clicking on the form and doing the configure all and doing the client script, it will automatically show us the whatever the client script we have written or whatever the client script that is running on that specific table, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the one that we created, and these are all coming from the task table. Why?
We had inherited the task table by while creating this table.
Exactly. Exactly. So these are all not only the fields gets inherited while we extend from the task table, even the scripts that's running from the task table will get extended. Now,
Yeah.
when I do, it will automatically pick up the table details. If I do from the form level, I don't
Yeah.
have to choose the table again. Now let's
Yeah.
say I will have to say set priority alert. So do we have priority on the form, right?
Yes. Yes.
Priority one. Okay, priority one on the form. So we will do an alert as soon as when someone logs in. My requirement is as soon as when someone logs into the system, if the record has priority P1, it should give them a message.
Okay.
Okay. So I will say set priority alert as soon as the form loads. Okay. This is another example for priority alert. I want the type as
On
okay. What should be the this was your type. What should be the type?
onload. Onload.
Yeah, onload. Okay. Let's not give description. Let's see how it works now. Now, okay. How will I store the value?
So you using so choices here we are having multiple values for a priority, right?
Yes, correct. Multiple values for priority, but I have to fetch the priority value now, no matter whatever it is, because I will not be able to segregate it right from creating the variable only.
Okay. So
Okay.
again, we will use a variable and we will store the
No, we will
value.
write a condition. We will write a condition that if priority is 1, only then do this. But
Okay.
first, I need to fetch the value of the priority, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what I do is I do a variable. I create a variable. I say priority details. Okay.
Okay.
And then how will I fetch the value?
G underscore form
Yeah, form dot. Which method do I use now
get
to
value.
fetch the value? Exactly, get value. This is get value. And how do I see? You do if supposingly you don't know how to use the get value of this. We usually we will give the backend name of the field in double quotes, but there are times when we are not aware of how we use that method. So what you do is come here. I mean, like put the arrow here. You get the value, right? Where is the get value method? Yeah, here this is the get value method. Returns the value of specified field. Now you
Okay.
have to put it in double quotes. Let's fetch the priority backend, and priority is the field. Okay, process. Okay, and why is it showing this error?
We didn't close the bracket earlier. That
Okay, still it will show me the error.
dot is
G underscore form dot. I haven't called a method only, but rather I put up the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
value. What method? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what. Yeah, get value. Okay, this is the detail. So we have priority details now, right?
Okay.
Okay, now you want to see what will be the priority of the fields as soon as when it loads, right? You want to
Yeah.
see that, right? Now I'll do something called as alert.
Okay.
Alert means if in my script, right? In my client side script, if I want to see what are the possible values this specific variable will have, if I want to see that in the client side, I will use one method called as alert.
Okay.
Okay. In
Okay.
alert, I am going to pass everything that I complete should be followed by a semicolon, right? Script.
Yeah.
In alert, I will pass this variable.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is variable. Now, I want to see the value of the priority is whatever the value that comes here will come here. But if I
Yeah.
want to put up a string before that, what do I do?
We will put the string in double quotes and
Yes, double quotes. Then I'll say the value of priority is this. Okay, this is in
yeah.
string. This will have a variable, right? I put this as string. But in order to combine these two values, I have to put a plus.
Okay.
Means this alert will include the string, also the variable value.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
now let's do this. Now your question was right. Okay, how will this get to know if it's priority 1 or priority 2 or priority 3? Now let's open up few records. Uh,
So it is automatically fetching the value which is stored in that, right? So
yes, now let's show. See, the value of priority is
oh,
4. If I open a priority record with value 1, what it should show?
it will show as one. Like it is blindly showing the value whichever we are.
Yes, it is blindly showing the value. Now,
Yeah.
what I am saying, only if it is a P1 incident, go ahead and show. Now, let's call up a P1. Wait. Let's let's set the value to 1. Hmm? Now, see, it is showing the value of priority is P1. It is blindly showing. But what was my requirement? If it is a P1 incident, you have to put a message, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So
So here
it is blindly fetching all the values. Yeah.
we need to mention a condition,
Now,
right? If priority is equal to 1.
exactly. So what will be the condition?
So
If is the condition.
yeah,
Okay.
priority.
Now, if I say, yeah, if priority is equal to 1, means double equals I'll give. If I'm saying single equals means I'm assigning this
Match,
variable with this value.
yeah,
If I'm saying double equals means I am
matching.
checking, yeah, if it has this thing. So I will do 1. Only then I will say, let's remove this alert now. I'm going to remove it here. If format the code, it will go away. Okay. This is formatting, means how we align. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now in this alert, I want to say this is a
P1 issue.
yes P1 request, and I'll say handle with care. Do we want the value?
No, no.
No. Now let's open up few 5, 9, and then 2. Do we have alert coming in? No.
No.
Will we have alert coming in here? No. But will we have alert coming in here?
Yes.
Yes. Why? It's P1 incident, right? So, so you're able to follow, right, Mithun?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Pavani,
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
as we discussed earlier, like yesterday, here it is taking the sequence number only, right? Priority
Which one?
fields, priority field in the client script. Like yesterday, while creating choices, we had given some
Yes.
sequence for state.
Sequence number for state we had given sequence number.
Like that
Now
only
if you see,
for priority also it is picking the sequence order only, right?
I mean, it should go with the value of, ideally it should impact with the value of, it should go with the value of impact and urgency. Oh, I missed to see that. Thank you for reminding me. See, ideally how the priority works is, see, it is a combination of impact and urgency, like I told you. Okay. So this plus this minus 1 should give. So 2 plus 2 was 4, and priority should be 1. I didn't debug that. Thank you for reminding me that. Tomorrow in tomorrow's session, I'll just come up with this. Okay, I have to just debug a bit, and I'll see why the priority is not driven. But ideally, priority will be driven only by impact and urgency.
Like I
Okay.
am asking, like as of now, we had created a client script, right? Basing on priority, we need to populate a message.
Yes.
I am asking that here priority is taking the sequence number only, right? It is not taking up the.
Priority is taking the backend value. Yeah, the sequence number. The priority is,
Yeah,
though it is a choice,
yeah. I'm asking that thing
though
only,
it is,
like.
yeah, that's why, because I cannot say 4 low or 1 critical is front end name, right?
Yes, yes. Backend it is having
Just
the
like
sequence.
how, yes, just like how the label for description is, but backend value is this
Yes, yes, yes.
small letter description. Same wise, this is the front end name for P1, but the backend value of this one is 1.
One. As we
1.
created the, we are having
Yeah,
the front end names and backend we are giving the sequence number for them.
sequence number. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see there will be situations where a choice field will have either number or value. Okay,
Yes, yes.
like now it is 1, or now it could even be small letter case as critical. But
Okay.
if you see that, you could also have the value as something in
One.
name, not only the number. Okay, don't get
Yeah,
confused. But
yeah, yeah,
the best practice I would say is always to give these choices now. You have to give them a numeric value in the backend. So it will be easy to differentiate.
yeah, yeah.
Because if there was 100 choices, right, and we had two choices named as critical low, critical somewhat, and critical so on. If you give the backend as critical, 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 it is confusing. Rather, you give the number, right?
Yeah.
Backend. Yeah. So that is this. So any doubts here, Nitin?
No problem.
Okay. So we are done with onload script. Tomorrow we'll go about on change, on cell edit, and on submit. Okay.
Okay. And Pavani,
You also practice this. Yes. Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
related to administration part, like ServiceNow also having foundation data, all those stuff, right? Foundation data.
Foundation data. I'm not sure what you're asking about. Can you elaborate it?
Yeah. Foundation data includes like a customer onloading, people onload, those kind of stuff, like customer creations in ServiceNow.
See, that's what, like I said, in here we don't have customers. We will have in-house employees, right? If we are having customers in our instance, then it would be the CSM, customer
Okay.
service management.
Okay.
Here we are concentrating about ITSM, and how you bring in the user is, again I told you, like it's coming from the integration. Okay, like in your BMC remedy, if the user is created, automatically we should have that user record in being created in our system as well, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's from the integration side. So I will take you through integration, and thanks again, Nitin, for reminding me on this. And see, there is one specific topic which says CMDB and mid-server installation. Okay,
Okay.
that is like very much extensive, and it is a discovery topic. So if
Okay.
I have to tell you CMDB and mid-server installation, I have to first take you through the discovery, which I don't want to. Rather, means it will be like too much of information, and we will go. It's kind of deviating from the course. Okay, what I
Okay.
am saying, what I would suggest is, I'm trying to include integration instead of that, and the inbound. Like if I send a mail to ServiceNow, okay,
Okay.
this instance, I want an asset management record to be created.
Okay.
That is inbound integration.
Yeah.
If I say integration, means in BMC remedy, I had this application and there one record was created like 105, 1006. I want the same request to be created in the ServiceNow instance. That is integration.
Okay.
So I'm thinking to include integration and inbound actions in place of mid-server and CMDB. What do you suggest?
Like which will be the ideal way, like
Because see, that is discovery and CMDB is like, to be very honest, right? CMDB mid-server installation, even I haven't used, but I'm aware of the topics. Even I haven't used. That is like, it's very, very extensive. In order to do that, first we have to know service mapping and then discovery.
okay.
Instead, this is better. See, integration and inbound, you will definitely use it. And it is very much needed in ITSM, and I see it's not included. So I'm going to replace that with this. Would that be
Okay.
okay with you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because see, CMDB also, you have self learning courses in community. Okay. If you want, you can learn. But I would say, let's learn every functionality that we have in ITSM.
Okay.
Every functionality my agenda is that I want to take you through all the functionality that is there in ITSM. So no matter what, whichever your application you'll work, even in case tomorrow in CMDP, if you have to do some inbound integration, like if you send a mail and something has to get created, if you're aware about this inbound for
Yeah.
this table, no matter what, you will create everything there, right?
Yes.
So I want
And
my agenda is to take you through all the functionality that we have instead
yes.
of deviating from topics to topics. So
Yeah.
would that be okay with you? Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought once it's better to check with you and then go, because I don't want to say directly. I mean, like it's better to have a heads up, right, from you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So in onload, na, you just try picking few examples from community, like two we did now.
Yeah.
Just pick up few other examples from community and implement it.
Okay.
Okay, that's how we will get, like, it will get, I mean, like we will get practiced. And so the moment, if we have any other requirement, this wording is different, right?
Yes.
Not every client will give the same wording. They will
Yeah.
say requested details should be populated. auto-populated. That's it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we should know which is the functionalities to write or either on load or on change or on submit. We have to know the functionality, right? So you just practice few examples for on load.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions, Smithy?
And Pavani, do you also have any
Yeah.
experience to remedy like?
Remedy, I haven't worked with them. I started work only with service now.
Okay.
Remedy, no, I haven't worked. But to be honest, it's not that I'm just putting you down or something. But see, even you must be aware, right, that BMC remedy is now somewhat as
Yeah,
is like it's coming down.
yeah,
Service
yeah.
now has has lots of value and has lots of opportunities. Why is because these guys have not restricted themselves within ITSM.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes. Mm.
every application they are getting, every application, right from every application like CSM, HR perspective, and every application, even I said you right, mobile app and agent workspace, everything they're getting. So that's why it has a lot of value. Side by side, see, that's what I'm saying. That is my prime reason to tell you, please don't get stuck to only admin part. Try learning development also.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because if you spend a bit more time on admin, like 2-3 years, and then later it will be hard for you to switch to developer role. So
Yeah.
if you set the expectation right, like with 1.5 years experience as admin and developer, you will get all these tasks, these small tasks. I mean, this is not small task, I would say, but these tasks would be manageable by you, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that's why I'm saying don't restrict yourself only to admin. Do development. I mean, like try for developer opportunities.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, and you have see with the way I assist, you have a bit of idea on coding also. So why don't you go for developer? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
during
Mhm.
college days, I had, after that, I never touched the coding yet.
That
Like,
happens with all of us. That happens with all of us. So that's what I mean. Like you still remember few things, right? It's not that you have completely forgotten.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's what. So that's what I mean. Try practicing for developer role and try. Let's. I mean, the CV. I'll give you at the end of the session this course. Okay. Then I'll give you like the details that you put. So that should
Like,
have. My intent is what you put on CV that should have been covered in class.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So for 1.5 years, if I say mid-server installation or CMDB, they will, of course, they'll get bit speculated about it, right?
Yes, yes. Like
Yeah, that's why.
these
Yeah.
days, these days, whenever I'm doing interview, like they're
Mhm.
expecting most of the topics like CMDB, discovery, these topics also they are expecting
They are
sometimes.
expecting, but with 1.5 years, it's let's say. I mean, see when I didn't get. Uh, I
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
only with that too in CMDB. You know what I worked with? I worked with import sets.
Okay, okay.
So I knew how we did import sets. So on CMDB also, it was easy for me to do import sets. So
Okay.
see, not every module everyone would have experience. But what I'm
Yes.
saying, learn the functionality, learn ITSM, and then try doing other certifications in other applications. That will help
Okay.
you. Now,
Okay.
if we jump on from application to application, and if we lack at the functionality, then it will be difficult for us.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
talking in because I don't want you to sit on a hot seat saying that you are aware of all applications but not the functionality. Then, of course,
It
we
will-
will be on hot seat, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
And
Okay, then. Yeah.
config SLAs and relating the incidents to SLA will also come up in administration part only. Right?
Yes, yes, yes. We will come. SLA's notifications yeah, SLA's notifications. We will come in this because I thought I'll till now we did configurations, right? I thought we will go into scripting and then again we will come to configurations
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
SLAs, your scheduled jobs, like the request has gone to result and we have to close it. The scheduled jobs, we will do all of those here,
And
and how we create. Mhm.
one more thing, like there are some in support project there are some like daily health checks and all those kind of stuffs, right? So is there any option to
Health,
create them automatic
health checks,
daily routine checks?
monitoring that I would say health check is like again it is an item space, right? It is they
Yeah.
have some configured scripts running. What they do this, they'll just schedule that and that script will run and it will fetch you the alerts. That is item space.
No,
Let's
if you want to check the import data of particular every day, so is there any option where we can automatically schedule the ticket creation for 6 months or 5 months like that?
I mean to say you want to be able to, I mean, you should be able to monitor the specific table.
No, no, no. I'm saying that if I want to, if they if some person want to generate a request every day
Mm-hmm.
automatically without sending a mail or without contacting the team. So is there any way
Why,
where that routine
may I
ticket,
ask why we are creating that request every day?
if like suppose if I'm checking some logs of the server, so where he
Okay,
need weekly twice or weekly thrice the logs of particular. So
okay,
user want a requirement where this ticket will schedule on creating the ticket weekly twice
mm-hmm.
or thrice
Okay.
without
So
involving.
in that case, I will write a scheduled job, right, to create the request in that specific table.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm asking. Like,
Yeah,
is there,
that's what. And I wanted to understand why we are creating a request.
okay, okay.
So manually, we shouldn't create it through email. Also, it shouldn't create it. It should be auto created, is what you say, in specific time interval,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So for
Yes, yes.
that, we will have to write a schedule job with the name. Schedule means you know that it is at a specific point in time. So we will write a schedule job for that in that specific table,
So
and we will specify the duration it has to run.
this action will also comes under administration part, or it will.
Schedule job is under administration again only.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
like that is.
I'll cover that.
Yeah,
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 I'll cover that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Sure.
I'll cover that. So I see that's what see. I don't want to ponder on here and there. That's why now we have been scripting, right? So we will get well versed in scripting because if I had not taken you through the scripting and if I directly write a scheduled job, there also scripting is involved.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Right, so that's why I didn't go to that topic. So you might see in course content it is like up and down, but
Yes, yes.
I'm just keeping a check on it because I am going stepwise. If I don't take it through scripting, directly I go write a schedule job and I execute it and I show. I mean, you will not be aware of it, so that's why.
Yeah, I am asking my daily jobs. I am relating the things with that, like not
Hey,
with
no
the.
issues, no issues, Mithun. See, it's my responsibility to clear your doubts, right? No
Yeah, yeah,
issues. I'm in fact happy that the session is interactive. Otherwise, if I'm just talking, even I would get bored, right?
yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know if the other person is understanding me or not, right?
Yes,
So, I
yes,
mean,
yes.
I'm happy with the questions that you come up. You please don't stop yourself with it. You please are welcome to ask questions.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying why I didn't go to that. That's it. No, no offense, okay? I'm just being honest with you, nothing apart from that.
yeah,
So yeah, you try. See, that's what with whatever we did, you try and you have your PDI, break it. I would say break it. You try experimenting everything possible,
yeah. Okay,
right?
okay.
So I mean, like every day you write a small script, like a small script, a BR or something. Every day if you write, it will be very much. You will not forget basics. I would say.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Milan. So tomorrow we'll meet up at the same time. I'm sorry. Is there anything else?
No, 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 Pavani. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, tomorrow we will cover the other types and then
yeah,
we will do a bit scripting like business rule. We have script includes to see
yeah, yeah,
how
yeah,
it could be called from client side script include and from server side. Those
yeah, yeah,
details. Then we'll come to SLAs, then schedule jobs, and then notification, and after that inbound integration. Like if we send a mail, it should create a request like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, Mitan. Anything else, Mitan?
Nothing, Pavani.
And yes, Vanshika is not joining up.
Yeah, I will have a talk with her today. Like I
Okay.
tried.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I hope she's able to follow through the recordings. Let's see.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
actually, she had gone through the recordings and having some doubts. So
Okay.
check with
So
her
that's what.
again.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I mean, let her come to the session. I mean, let her join. Let's see it then. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mithun.
oh.
But yeah. Bye then. Take care.